Hey everybody, welcome to another
Daddy!
welcome to another exciting edition of Super Desperation Radio across AnimEVO. I'm here. My name is Manchest. Y'all know me, I think. I hope, maybe. Kind of look a bit different today, but that's okay. I'm joined by my little baby brother Hellpockets up above me. I'm
What's
joined
up,
by
everybody?
DJ Cream, Darylbunao up there, and I'm joined by the one
like
and only
cousin.
Hagure, who is also related to me, but in babble form, metal babble form. But you know,
Meta Bible for?
metal babble form. So tonight we're gonna do something that we've put off for what was it? It's been a month now that we put this off.
About
I
yeah.
just thought we timed it horribly.
Yeah, there were a lot of unfortunate mishaps that happened leading up to the original announcement show that we were supposed to do roughly a month ago. But it's okay. We're here with the final lineup reveal, and I think people are gonna be pretty happy with all this. Yeah.
I feel like the initial response was actually pretty impressive, considering that this is our first time doing something of the like, where we're usually a bunch of TOs who are used to like going down to Evo and setting up shop, but this year we're going to be doing it all from the comforts of our homes, which broadens our player base tremendously. And I can't thank everyone enough who've stepped up from individual communities and wanted to help out with us this year.
All right. So before we get into this, I have to ask the same thing I always ask. How y'all doing? Hagure, you doing good?
Yeah, chilling, man. Yeah, just trying to live.
Oh no. Sorry, I just the audio and video are desynced for everybody. That's fine. It's okay.
Well,
Daryl, how you doing? You good?
I'm doing good. I binged a lot of like manga and anime this past weekend, so I feel like I'm in the zone for today's show.
All right, you in AutoZone. Gotcha. Pockets, how you doing?
I'm doing cool. Have been kind of doing the rounds on talk shows lately. I finally made it on to the rival show, Ultra Chin, the Tuesday show. Did you see it, man?
I saw that. Congratulations. You did a great job. I'm really.
I think we were so. I think we were both still supposed to be on that years ago, weren't we?
Yeah, there was a point where the two of us were supposed to be on it together, but James Chen said that the two of us are too handsome together, and he refuses to have two people who are that handsome on at the same time.
I mean, I can't blame him, but at the same time, it sucks.
Yeah, it does, but you know, these things happen. It's okay. And I have been busy and just gone. But yeah, so we ended up announcing the AnimEvo lineup on Twitter from the AnimEvo account. If you don't follow the AnimEvo account, it's at anime_evo on Twitter. Go check it out. Give it a follow right now. We announced
You see that symbol, you see that logo in the middle of the screen. So
yeah,
go
right
follow us
between
on follow.
Daryl and Pockets. Right between
Right
them.
there, man.
It's a nice triple heart sandwich. Delicious. So we announced the initial lineup there, so hold on. Let's do this right, okay? We announced the official lineup back in February, March, I believe it was. And then unfortunately, we all know there's a pandemic going on. Everything got shut down. We can't go anywhere. So we decided, like, hey, let's throw this online. We're all home. We're all running online tournaments as is. Let's throw a bunch of online tournaments together under the AnimEvo banner.
That's pretty ambitious, you know, considering the current controversy surrounding online fighting games.
You know, some online fighting games have amazing online play.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe.
Have they been hiding these things from us? How come no one's told me?
Well, you've been living under a rock.
I mean, it's true. I've been living under a rock that is currently managed by Delay Netcode.
Yeah. You need to stop playing KOF 14, buddy. Get on some fighting herds or something.
Them's fighting herds. All right. I'm gonna try out some Them's fighting herds. I heard that a version of Melty Blood has got good netcode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean we've had good netcode for a lot of years now, probably longer than these games have been out. Typically,
What? How the hell does that even happen?
It happens.
It happens. You just telling me that someone who cared enough about the game made a version of it that's playable online, and then the actual legit version is somehow subpar in comparison to that?
I don't want to say subpar. It's like it's like a mod like to your car. Like, I love, I don't know, let's say it's Subaru WRX, right? Like that car is
Oh,
sick, but you can mod that, make it a little bit faster and a little bit more fun to play around with, if you know what I'm talking about.
okay, okay. Well,
Don't
that's
be talking
fair.
your net code.
That sounds great to me. I mean, honestly, like I have been playing Melty Blood online. I have been playing Them's Fighting Herds online, and they are absolutely great experiences. I have not played online games that well ever, honestly. Like I think I started playing online games with freaking Street Fighter 4 back in 2010, and we didn't know any better back then. We didn't know shit. You know, we were like, oh hey, we can actually connect with everybody. And there's lobbies, and this looks really pretty. But everybody complained about lag back then. I have not felt something so smooth since I played. I mean, at least since Fighting Herds. Holy crap!
You want to talk about fun stuff? Back when the X band was a thing, people thought
I thought
that
you were
was
gonna go
cool.
like Calera, but you went further back.
Oh,
You went
I was gonna
faster.
go back to Kylera, and I was like, you know what? A lot of us did X band. That was a thing. So, X band was what we had back in the SNES Genesis days, and it was terrible. But hey, people liked it. That's cool. Kylera was all we had in the early mid 2000s, and people liked it because it was all we had. But once we got something better, everyone wanted that. And now we got something better, and that's great.
That's good news.
Yeah. What's this? Okay.
It's been real cool seeing a lot of the just kind of like momentum behind better netcode for fighting games kind of build up, and yeah, you're seeing a lot of these games now, especially like these indie titles come out with some really solid netcode, and it's just been a really beautiful thing to see what a community effort and a community push can do.
Yeah.
And hopefully that just steamrolls into the future, and then we get some more of these AAA titles up on some good netcode as well.
Okay. So, y'all want to get into the lineup review?
Yes, but first I have to make my annual guess, right?
Yeah.
No, I
sure.
just want to point out that this year,
'Cause I
before
haven't
we
said
went
anything.
online, Chris was doing a really good job at guessing how many games that we were gonna drop.
Mhm.
Then the pandemic also dropped this year, so I
Invalidated
feel
it.
like His pocket picks were like invalidated. So this is your another shot.
I got
Dude.
my second chance. All right. Well, I haven't looked at any list. If you already made announcements, I've made the conscientious effort to not look at it because I want to keep this tradition pure. And with the advent of the online edition of AnimEvo being what it is, and the amount of freedom that comes with the decisions you can make concerning that lineup, I've amended my numbers a little bit because I thought you guys were crazy before, but now you have access to everything and everybody all at the same time. Streams, games, TOs, bracket runners, everything. No one has to leave their house. No one has to be hassled nearly as much as they have to be when they're in person dealing with people. So this opens up a lot of possibilities. So I'm going to go with a big number. I'm going to say 67.
Nice.
Yo.
I like
Two
it.
minus nice. All right.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. So, hey everybody, without further ado, we're gonna get rid of our cameras for a bit. So, don't worry, we're still here. All right, don't be afraid. But we're gonna go to some games. All right. So first slide. We got this. Boom. All right. First slide ready to go. I'm sorry, everybody. We're gonna fix this right now. I know what happened. It's okay.
My bad.
So
It's because I'm here.
yeah, it's because of Pockets. It's his fault, 100%. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I've been busy for the past couple days. I couldn't set up the scene. My OBS restarted on me, so I had to reset everything like a moron. It's okay. So go ahead and talk about that
Just
first
roll it
slide,
back.
folks.
All right.
Roll back the audio. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Twitch.
All right. So I can't see the full names of these games. I can see the characters. But go ahead, Hagure. What are our first 4 games?
So we got ourselves some Blaze Blue CF, Central Fiction. We also got DFCI, a returning game. Both of these games returning. DFCI has been holding it down for quite some time with our crew. And then we also got not one, but 2 different Guilty Gears. And we got Sharp Reload. Or wait, is it Sharp Reload or is it Sharp R? I don't remember.
Hashtag reload.
Yeah, hashtag reload.
Hashtag reload.
Updating it for the 2020 audience. And returning once again, plus R. So yeah, it's really interesting. Hashtag reload, making our first its first appearance in the AnimEvo lineup. Probably its first. Actually, no, it's been run at like Frosty's. I want to say.
I'm pretty sure it's. I want to say it's been at Evo proper. I want to say, but that's like way before my time.
Way back in the day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reload.
Yeah.
So Reload, I think was in I want to say it was 2007. It was like a 3v3 tournament.
It was part of that famous Evo trailer with the Red Hot Chili Peppers song on it.
Oh, what? Dang,
Was that the higher ground?
Yeah, the higher ground one.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And it had Rue playing Bridget.
Yeah. Oh man, shout outs to Rue Bridget, man. That guy has made me so much money over the years. Everybody be sleeping on the yo-yo.
So as far as I know, we're planning on running these games on the Switch Guilty Gear collection.
Oh wow.
That happened.
Okay.
That sounds cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a different console choice than our usual. But yeah, what they did when they released it on the Switch, yeah, that netcode is actually really, really good, surprisingly.
Wow.
And the community has kind of standardized around the Switch version of all things. So
Holy crap!
Yep.
All right, that's good to hear.
Not know
So,
this. All right.
Something we generally do is we also highlight the TOs and everything. Who are the TOs for each of these individual games?
All right, so for the Guilty Gear, the classic Guilty Gears is classic fighting gamer. CFG as we like to call him. He's SoCal. He's been helping us run these really choice picks for classic Guilty Gear games these past couple of years, and I appreciate that he's on board with us this year once again and bringing his unique picks. And I'm really excited to see someone trying to dig up some ancient tech with hashtag reload. And make sure people get hella salty because I'm about that.
yeah, definitely. Shout outs to CFG. Been holding it down for the gear scene in AnimEvo for a few years now, and also like Daryl said, in SoCal for quite some time.
Yeah, he used to run all the Air Dasher games at Family Fun. And he's
Family Fun.
Yeah, Family Fun Arcade.
Damn, I have not heard that name in quite some time.
Because there are no such thing as arcades anymore, everybody. So, what about the other 2 games? Who's running this year? Blaze Blue.
Yeah, so Blaze Blue, we got Chickzama, everybody's favorite Hazama player, heading up a whole squad. Blaze Blue CF is one of those special games. We'll kind of get more into this later. But yeah, Chickzama brought. Not only is she doing it, for the NA scene, but yeah, Blaze Blue is one of those games that's going to be going worldwide. And alongside Chickzama, got a whole host of TOs, and we'll be running brackets for multiple regions. So yeah, definitely shout outs to the Blaze Blue CF scene for really, putting it out there for their game. And coming through with the peoples to run it.
So when you say,
They're like,
I was gonna say when
I
you
was
say
gonna-
worldwide, do you mean like they all have their separate brackets and they are having their own tournaments, or is they actually gonna clash in the middle?
So
yeah, like-
oh, go ahead.
Chixama's like mobilized an entire like army of like TOs and stuff from all these different regions. It's not just North America, but also like Europe, Japan. Let's say South America as well.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
South
It's a lot of
America,
places.
That's nuts.
So we're gonna be as far as I'm aware, they're gonna be running separate tournaments for all these different regions. Whether or not they're gonna be doing a Fight of Champions thing, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be
Let's
happening.
not get ahead of
But
ourselves.
yeah. One step at a time. One step at a time. But if that can be arranged sometime in a future, in a future where we can meet up all like in one place, like maybe an offline thing can be arranged. But that's way in the future.
I don't think that's a possibility for the United States of America, unfortunately. But the rest of the world, they can get together eventually in the future. We, however, cannot.
Are we actually like Squidward inside the fucking house while SpongeBob and Patrick are running around having offline tournaments?
Yes.
Oh no!
100%. And then DFC. Who's handling DFC?
That would be Shay and Dark and Dark. Yeah, basically the ones who've been holding it down for DFCI. I think since we've had it on our lineup, maybe, or actually no, the first couple years are a couple of different people. But yeah, they've been holding it down for a while.
Yeah.
So they'll be tag teaming it. Running DSCI. That whole scene. You don't hear about it too much, but they definitely have kept active, especially even throughout this quarantine. Like they've had a ton of tournaments throughout this quarantine with Quarantine Report and also doing their own things as well. So yeah, definitely shout outs to Shay and Dark for holding it down there.
Okay.
All right.
So what we're going to do, everybody, audio might cut off for a quick second. I'm going to go back to the slides, but don't worry. 10, 20 seconds tops. All right? All right? See, and just like that, we're back, everybody. Well, I'm back. They're not back. Okay, give me a moment to get them back. Hellpockets is talking to me right now. I was like, oh, how come they can't hear me? I don't get this. And, it's because I don't want them to hear you, Pockets. That's why. Now they can hear you.
You promised me that we would have equal screen time.
Some promises just don't work out the way you want them to.
I
sometimes.
swear to God, man. I'm going to have my contract renewed. We're going to talk about this later.
Maybe. All right. So this is the first 4 games. This is the Arxis slide right here, pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Man. This is Arxis.
DFC is
Sega, right?
French bread Atlas.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to this here next slide. What we got here? What we got here? Ooh. All right. So we got VSAV. That's a return. That's a classic, isn't it? I think it's here every year.
One of our longest running games for sure.
This is a nice graphic, I gotta say.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
We got the JoJos. I don't know which JoJo that is, but that's a JoJo.
That'll be Heritage for the Future, the CPS3 one.
I'm sorry, I meant the character. I have no idea who that character is.
Oh, that's.
They're all
Come on, you gotta stand proud, man. You gotta know your JoJos.
I don't know these things. And then we got this third game here.
That looks like a Toho game.
You guessed it, man. That's
I'm telling you, I can call these maids, man.
Yeah, maids for sure.
There's only like one maid in Toho Land.
And I smelled it, dude.
And then we got the Square Enix classic Million Arthur Arcana Blood.
Now, I know something about this game because they made me commentate this at Evil Japan one year. And then the joke was on them because I ended up liking it and I bought the game. It's pretty fun.
You just picked Iori and did Iori things, right?
I didn't play Iori. Who the fuck? Initially, yes, I did play Iori because you told me that Iori has an air dash. I'm like, why? Why would you do this?
Air dash cross up. Like air dash back B. Let's do it.
Air dash tacos, really good. Jump cancelable sweep is like unheard of for Iori players.
And give an assist while you're at it.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn. Try to stop me. Only thing I didn't like is his damage output. There was better options.
All right, so what is it? Three of these are returning, right? I don't know if the Toho game is returning.
It's not.
Actually, no. It's this is also JoJo's first entrance
Oh,
into
is
the
it?
scene for
Okay.
AnimEvo. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised because like every year when we announce our lineups, like I sort of got like either the first or second tweet is where's JoJo's at? Where's JoJo's at? And yeah, this is the first year. Luckily, one of our homies over in EU, Zareth, he's been holding it down for the JoJo's weekly tournaments that they have on Fightcade, and was like, yeah, he threw in his hat into the ring, and we made it happen finally.
Nice. So wait, EU. So we're worldwide, right? We got
Yeah.
Chickzama reaching across all over the world, getting people. We got EU for JoJo's. And then who's so since that's one of the new games in this sorry, what's the name of this Toho game again? I cannot read that. I apologize.
All good. It's a Hiso Tensoku, colloquially known as Soku.
Okay. And who's handling that game?
We got the Aligari, long time player in the scene. It will be running Hiso Tensoku.
Yeah, that feels more closer to your neck of the woods, Gibby. Yeah, he's
yeah?
SoCal.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
SoCal represent. Let's do this. I'm sitting here surrounded by NorCal right now. Ugh, feel dirty. Gross.
Go Niners.
Ugh. Ugh. Out here. And then Million Arthur Arcana Blood. We held this last year in with Square Enix. We held it at the Square Enix booth with them. It went pretty well, I think. I think we maxed out at 128 entries.
I believe so. Yeah. Whatever the cap was, we hit it for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a few players who wanted to get in that weren't able to play.
That's unfortunate, but it happens. This is why you got to register as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're gonna be left out, everybody.
Yeah.
So
And
which
who's
version of Million Arthur Arcana Blood are we playing? Because there's like a PS4 and a PC version, right?
Oh yeah, so this let me double check. I believe it's the PC version.
So what you're telling me is we can get back the nice chin chin.
Actually, hold up. No, it's the PS4 version.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, no. The PS4 version is fun because that's the Japanese version, and that one has nice chin chin in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good shit. You
no
guys
need
know
for
what's
patches
up.
there.
Nice.
all right, and who's the head TO for this game?
And that'll be Shinso Beam. He TO'd a few games last year, most notably Kyanta, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this year, the Million Arthur TO had to bow out. Had some school stuff going on, so he picked it right up. He wanted to see the scene do its thing. So yeah, shout outs to Shinso Beam.
So I'm sorry to interrupt you. So for those of you who just heard that random sound right now, that was Hellpockets cracking open a beer. What kind of beer you crack open, Pockets?
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about brands on the show, but if you wanted to know, I'm actually
It's
drinking...
a Bud Light. Nice. Okay, perfect. So this final game we got here, VSAV. I'm pretty sure the TO for this is extremely handsome, an awesome person.
Here.
Yeah. Who is that? Hagure, who is that? Who's the TO for VSAV?
It'll be hosted by none other than myself.
Wow.
Yeah, and actually, kind of like with some of the other games, I'll be hosting the North American region tournament, but we'll also be having a South American tournament as well with that. That'll be hosted by a Brazilian player named Sohai. He reached out to me and he's like, I got a whole crew ready. Like, look, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. And I was like, all right, dude, yeah. Look, and then they've been doing weeklies as well down there. I'm running stuff on Fightcade every week, so
Nice.
I tune into their broadcast, and yeah, they're legit. So,
What's their Twitch channel?
I gotta bring it up real quick.
No worries. I'm just interested. I've been helping promote a lot of the Latin American SNK community recently, like over the past 8 months. They've been doing a great job with like KOF, Mark of the Wolves, and other games, and it's like it's unfortunate that they get passed up a lot for like a lot of the tours, a lot of other events. So just having them get some exposure helps, and I like it. They have amazing players down there.
Yeah, for sure. And with this pandemic, it's been a lot of unfortunate things because of that. But one of the upsides of it is seeing communities that haven't gotten a lot of shine before, kind of rise up. They're like, yo, this is our territory now. We've been playing on 5K, we've been playing online. Come check us out. And yeah, it's been really awesome working with some of these folks and to bring some shine up onto their scenes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Did you get that Twitch channel?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay,
I'll get it in a little bit.
Okay.
I gotta ask him real quick.
We can go ahead to this next slide. Ooh, I like the name of this slide. Where is it? Ooh, all right. Wow. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. What is this? Is that Eternal Fighter Zero? We're actually doing Eternal Fighter Zero. I haven't played this game since 2004, 2005.
Oh, good, because they also that's one of those games that have a community netcode pullback implementation. So, yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the show. It's looped back around, baby.
All right.
I'm sensing a trend here.
Yeah, it's a pretty good trend, I think.
Think so too.
What's this here next game with the cross in the title? Oh, it actually says cross. Okay.
Is that Umineko?
Umineko.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
That sure is. Yeah, Umineko. Was it Ogon? Or that's the Japanese one. Is it Golden Cross in English?
That's a
Golden
cross.
Fantasia?
Oh, I was gonna say there's a golden cross on the title. So maybe.
Yeah, I
I believe
that's
it's like on
something
Steam. It's
English
called
thing.
Golden Fantasia. But yeah, like that game's pretty hype. It's in like my top 3 favorite fighting game OSTs. So if anything, it looks pretty to watch. It's very fun to listen to. Like everybody's screaming like at every super active, it's super sick, and they have like a really cool game mechanic where you can you can activate this what's the official name? It's like activate, or it activates and you get sent into like this world. Like, you get teleported to a world where you get like this like super sick passives, like constant meter regeneration, or like all your hits are counter hit, but then your opponent can sacrifice even more meter to cancel that out, and then you could like rebuttal and spend even more meter up until like people just run out of meter. It's super fun.
Okay. That sounds sick. And then Melty Blood.
Hey.
This is every year game, I believe.
So far, every year of Anime Eva, there has been Melty Blood.
Okay. So this is Melty Blood kind of built AnimEvo, right? Would you say that?
I mean, it's a founding pillar, if I can say so. But the cool thing about this year is, the very last minute, we got like Hagure was talking about how South America stepped up to say, hey, we want to run V7 for South America. Same thing with Melty Blood this year. I had a TO come up to me very last minute asking if they want to highlight Melty Blood in South America. So I'm gonna let their team do their thing. You saw. You saw them over at what's called Shinobi's Elegant Summer Concerto tournament series. They definitely showed off like their community very well, and I'm happy to have them on board.
Nice. Okay. And the final game in this slide is Nitro Plus Blasters. Is there a subtitle to that I cannot make that out?
What is it? Heroine's Infinite Duel? I
There
think?
we go. Yeah, I cannot make that. My eyes are terrible, and that blends in with the fire. Those words are made of fire. That's a pretty.
Oh,
sick
you should
logo.
see that character select screen. It looks
Oh yeah,
like
there's
a Mugen
lot of
character
fire.
select screen.
Oh,
It's super
nice.
fire. It's hella fire.
I gotta see it. Okay, so Nitro Plus is a returning game, I believe, last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Returning
We've had
game.
Nitro Plus on and off a couple of years. Yeah, it's still a pretty fun game. This balance patch was about 2 years ago. I feel like the game's in a pretty good, like, healthy state right now. I don't think there's anyone completely like insane at this point in the game, so it's kind of stable.
Okay, that's always good to hear. So again, list of TOs for these games. Let's start with Eternal Fighter Zero. Who's handling that?
So EFZ.
Oh, that's also
That's also
Hagure.
Allegari. Yeah. Our Soku TO will also be hosting EFZ.
Damn,
Yeah.
double duty.
Definitely. Yeah, coming through. Yeah, really hosting a lot of these games, like we were saying. These older games that don't really get too much, shine up in person events, but have had solid online scenes for a while now. So EFZ is another one of those games where a lot of people post up, where's it at? Where's it at? You'll see it in the corner. You'll see it in the corner at like in-person events at majors. You'll see that EFZ crew just grinding it out with each other. Happy to play each other. So, yeah, it's been really a pleasure to be able to have it online this time.
Yeah, the online communities for most of these games are very dedicated. Um, it also helps sway whether or not a tournament should be held for online AnimEvo. AnimEVOnline, rather. Sorry, I botched the name. Um, it's nice that a lot of these games have a life online. Even though a lot of us may not like playing online, there are people who do, and they're enjoying it. They're having a blast, and I like it. So Golden Fantasia.
Yeah. So for Umineko, one of our returning TOs is a DMAC. He ran it last year as well at Evo 2019, and yeah, had a pretty good reception. That was its inaugural time in the AnimEvo lineup last year. So yeah, I wanted to run it back this year. When even before we went online, he was gonna run it back. Once we made the switch, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it online anyways. So yeah, definitely shout outs to DMAC for hosting it and yeah, holding it down for the Umineko scene.
I also want to shout out DMAC because like after he ran the tournament last year, he had one of the funniest like results like Twitter posts for his game. Because what he did was he took the entire bracket and did like some sort of like fighting game credits roll where it says first place this person, second place this person. It's like it parodied the credits roll for the Umineko like visual novel. I was like, this is hilarious. I want to see more of that.
That's sick. All right, and then Melty Blood. Who do we have handling that?
I don't know who that dude is.
It's Kinomoto. Okay, so like it's gonna be me in North America, but in Brazil, Kinomoto. Up, he has his crew. He's gonna do his thing stream wise, and like I very appreciate other members of the community, especially those overseas that took the initiative to come in with a crew and be like, yo, we got this. You can sit on the bench. I'm like, cool. I need the much needed rest this year. Shout outs to Melty Bread Brazil for them stepping up and showing off what they can do.
So Melty Blood is one of the games that have its own fan made online. Is that going to be used for the tournament?
That's definitely that's definitely the tournament standard, especially for internet play.
Sick.
I mean, that's the only way we can spectate to be perfectly honest. So
I didn't know you could spectate.
That's gonna be
yeah. There's an option for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the most part, if your game doesn't have a spectator mode, it's gonna be on the chopping block this year for AnimEvo.
Oof.
Letting y'all know.
I just want to say, like, with the current state of the world being what it is, I think a lot of people are discovering games like Melty Blood, especially myself included, because I've just been going pretty hard on the game, and I want to just say, like, these fan games are doing these games justice, man. Like, I had no clue that Caster was that tight.
Caster, that's what it's called. That thing is sick. So I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. And I was like, oh, so I thought it was an update to it. And they're like, no, it was a fan made thing. That thing is sick.
Like, so I just want to say before, like, I started playing Melty Blood this year on the Steam version. Like, me and my buddy were playing on Steam. He's like in Daly City, so we're like literally 5 minutes away from each other. So connections are quote unquote fine. But I had a buddy of mine who was like, no, just play on Caster. It's gonna be better. You'll be able to play so many more people. And like after a month, we finally just made the switch over. And I was like, dude, like even the offline feels better. I was like, what the hell? Like, there's like, I had to readjust my entire way of playing the game to Caster, and it felt right. Before I was just like, oh, I'm just, throwing stuff out looking for the counter hit. Now I'm just like, nah, I can make it happen. I can actually mix in this game now.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the nice things about Caster is not only does it have the online component, but it has a lot of quality of life changes for the offline game. You know, whether it's
Oh.
training mode. Yeah, it makes things a lot easier, and like even like when it comes to like setting up your stick or your controller or whatever, it has a really good and robust UI for that. And not to say that the Steam version is bad or anything. You know, it's still definitely a viable release, and I highly encourage people who want to support French Bread and support the Melty Scene to definitely pick up the Steam version. But yeah,
Summer
you know,
Steam sales too. That game is cheap right now.
Yeah, it
oh
is.
That
yeah, yeah,
Pick
gotta
that
get
up.
the caster version later.
Not only that, make sure you pick up Uniclear. Good game.
yeah, definitely shout outs to French Bread for
Yeah.
sure.
Support French Bread, folks. They do good work. And
Yeah.
what else? We got Nitro Plus Blasters. Who's handling that? Who's our TO?
Nitro Plus. I'll hit that up. I just want to give shout outs to Kinomoto again, who will be hosting the Brazil tournament in Melty Blood. That's also the same crew that will be helping out for VSAF, so they definitely stepped up on two
sick.
sides of the scene. Yeah.
And we set to pick up Melty Blood and Uniclear. Uniclear apparently is $18 right now on Steam.
$18.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
there you
Hagure.
go.
What were you saying before I rudely interrupted you?
Okay. Oh no, not all good. So yeah, Nitro Plus. We got another returning TO. You'll see that that's kind of a theme when it comes to AnimEVO. But we got Dojima running Nitro Plus. So definitely good stuff to Dojima. Has been doing it. I believe this is his second year.
It's his
Running
second year.
Nitro Plus.
He's definitely picked up the ball when I used to run Nitro Plus Blasters. Then kind of like pass the torch to him, and I mean Nitro Plus is literal fire. So good job picking up the torch on that one, bro.
That game's got jumping lows, y'all.
What?
What?
Not even the best character. Not even the best character.
Full screen
Oh.
command grab too. That's super sick.
That sounds sick. Jumping lows, full screen command grab. That's like Zangief in like Rainbow Edition. I like it.
Yeah,
Full
but it's
screen
a fun
hugs.
game.
Okay, that's cool. But
Except the person that actually commands you is an actual cat.
Oh.
You kind of set. So there's a character named Sonico. She has like a bajillion cats, and then you could set on the ground, like kind of like a trap, and then the command for the command grab super anywhere on the screen, and the cat will just grab you. Super sick.
That's sick. Okay, I like it. All right, so on to the next. Ooh, so I'm gonna give the name of this slide. It's called Wild Card.
By the way, my FLCO is kind of nice.
Wow. Okay. You gonna enter this tournament, Pockets?
Maybe.
I think you should.
I'm a commentator.
You should.
I play games for literature at this point.
No, Falco's legit. Like you should
She's
definitely.
legit.
You should definitely enter and just blow people up who don't know the matchup.
All right, let's move on to this here wild card slide. Whoa, this is a wild card slide. Oh, okay. Oh, Mahjong Soul. What? Mahjong.
What the hell is
Hold on. Before. Now, is this a fighting game or is this a Mahjong game? Or is it a fighting Mahjong game? Which is this?
It's straight up mahjong.
I like it. I like this. Okay, so have we ever done this before? Have we ever done a full-on non-fight game?
Yeah, we definitely have a history.
I
of
think
it
we've
with
done
our
a lot
puzzle
of non-fight games. If you consider like the puzzle games, yeah.
Oh yeah, puzzle games. I forgot about puzzle games. Because I remember we were planning on doing like Grand Blue but Grand Blue mobile stuff. Because we're insane.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, all right.
I mean, every year we like taking chances, like Grand Blue, Gotcha rolls, and or some other ones. We took a chance. Like remember when HNK used to be taking a chance, and that was like kind of expected every year. So like, yeah. I mean, this is one of our times where we're actually gonna take a chance and say Mahjong Soul. The great thing is like because we're an online platform this year. Like usually Mahjong tournaments take like practically all day. There's no way we can expect to do this like at Evo proper.
Mhm.
But time is on our side now.
Oh yeah.
We can actually run Mahjong.
Okay. I like it. And you know what? Let's do this. Who's running that tournament?
So that'll be Zan. Yeah, he's been he actually signed on to help out with a different game. and then we were just kind of talking about. I think somebody was playing mahjong like in one of the Anime Evo like meetings or whatever, and then we were like, "Oh, would it be funny if we ran mahjong?" And then Zan was like, "Ting," like he got that look in his eye. I could see it over the text, and then he was like, "All right." And then all of a sudden, like an hour later, I was looking at okay, so who signed up for volunteers, right? And I was like, "Oh, Zan." Like, wait, he's already up in here. And I was like, "What? What is it? Oh shoot, Mahjong Soul." So yeah, definitely give some love to Zan if you're a fan of Mahjong.
All right. Next game is Fight of Animals: Legend of the Strongest Creature. Right? That's subtitle. That's a sick ass subtitle. I like
This
it.
shit blew up, man. Like,
Oh wait, hold on. Is this that dog with the arm from the meme?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
That's like the meme animal game.
Oh, that's what that is. I like it.
finger on the pulse of Twitter.
I dig it. I'm
Yeah,
on it.
definitely.
It also helps that this game has rollback netcode. That's like the crazy part.
What?
God,
Hold on. You mean more games? We have more games on our list with rollback. Is that what you're telling me? With good online? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, if you see a pattern here, I mean,
Hmm.
I'm free to go.
Hmm.
Oh,
Kind of funny how that works out.
Yeah.
it's weird. It's
Interesting.
bizarre. How,
So who's handling the
So-
Fight of Animals? I'm sorry.
So Fight of Animals, it's a cooperative effort between Shibarizu and Lazax. For Shibarizu, also one of the people who, if y'all are familiar with these kind of like poverty, games, not Melty Blood, Mizumi Wiki. Recently, he's the one who kind of transferred the Mizumi Wiki over to its new home. So definitely has been a really positive force in the kind of poverty game scene. So yeah, shout outs to them for running Fight of Animals because man, this game I took a look at it for the first time when he applied, and I had heard about it, especially since it is one of the games with really good net code. And when the quarantine started hit, a lot of these games kind of like came onto the scene of you should play this because it has good net code. And I took a look at it, and oh man, this game like you gotta watch this. It's all those meme animals you see, like the dog, the Shiba, with the buff arm, the cat with like the weird tails, the boxer was, I think it was another boxing cat or something. And they threw him into a fighting game, and that actually the dev for that game has been really supportive and has really had an ear to the community. And whenever the community has said like, oh, we want, these are some things that could be fixed, or these things that can be better, whether it's quality of life, netcode, whatever, character balance, has been really in touch with the community. And from what I hear, the TOs might be trying to work some really interesting stuff out for this Anime Evo event. So I'm really excited to see what kind of stuff they're going to come out with.
Okay. I dig it. And
I just want to thank the developers for not going for the low hanging fruit and putting Grumpy Cat in there.
is there a turtle in this game?
I don't think so.
'Cause I don't know of any meme turtles
Maybe
other than that old tortoise that's eating a raspberry or a strawberry, and it looks like it just murdered a bunch of things. It's got raspberry all over. No turtle? Oh, I'm sad.
The most recent turtle I know about is the one that just like started running against a cop in the street. Like when
Oh yeah.
fucking took off like Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, dude,
I'm about it.
high mobility turtle.
Yeah, that turtle knew what was up.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I like turtles, everybody, and I would like turtles to be in every fighting game, in every video game. But
Fair.
our next game is another returning game from last year, Kianta 2, which it's got Trenchcoat Gator, and I like Trenchcoat Gator a lot. What's that?
Sheriff Gator.
Sheriff Gator? That's his name? Oh, okay. I watched a good buddy of mine, Lord BBH, play quite a bit of this last year on stream, and the game is wild. Like, I really enjoy watching this game.
Oh yeah.
I have not played it, but it's so fun to watch.
Well, one, it's free on Steam, so there should be no reason why you shouldn't be playing. Even as a meme, like throw away 1 hour just to see what this game's about. Like, this game is high octane jokes and just fun all around. Like once you take this game seriously, you're gonna be in the vortex, bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's 3v3, right? I
Yeah,
forget if it's ratio or
Yeah.
it's 3v3.
it's
Okay.
not like a team game where you have like assists and stuff. But yeah, it's more like a CVS2 where I don't know if they have ratios. I think it's just straight up 3v3, but don't quote me on that one.
Okay, ratio? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, good thing we didn't quote you on that. It's fine. We got you. So yeah, ratio system, that's cool. I like ratio systems more than just full on 3v3, which is odd for me being a KOF person. That's not capers, but KOF person. But yeah, this game has a pretty big following. It's interesting to see. I don't see many online tournaments for it right now, but I could just not be seeing them. But I know during when we were allowed to leave the house, they held some tournaments for this here in SoCal for Wednesday Night Fights. And did you guys do them at NorCal Wednesday Night Fights too, or not?
I think there's a couple. I know there's one person locally who's kind of been holding the banner for it. But I think he moved like soon after. So yeah, we didn't have too many. But yeah, definitely. Especially after last year's inclusion. Last year was the first year that Shinso Beam, the TO this year, he ran it last year, and that's kind of when it was really building steam. I remember seeing, again, just a group of players at Combo Breaker, just getting mad hype in the pool area, and I was like, what's going on? And then I take a look, and I'm like, what? Oh, it's that game. It's that weird game, because it definitely has a visual design that's very distinct.
Yeah,
right?
it's very unique for what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, the game itself is pretty legit, and like it's just wild. Like that game is wild. And since last year, they've had again a very responsive developer. Has had different characters added to it. I think as recently as last month, or maybe like right before like the pandemic stuff hit, there was a new character that came out, I believe.
Okay, I didn't know they were still putting new characters in. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, real excited to see what Shinso Beam has got in store for us this year with the tournament.
Okay. Well, I like it. And then what's this? Skullomania. Fighting EX Lair. This is
definitely.
It's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry, I'm kind of gassy. Apologies. Not me not appreciating the game, so I'm not feeling well. I've seen there was a lot of hype for this game when it initially came out, and unfortunately, it doesn't have lobbies, and that kind of turned off a lot of people I know to playing it. But there are so many people I know that just play the hell out of this game, and they love it, and it's got Terry Bogard in it.
Terry Bogard, big freaking deal.
Hellpockets, do you play this game? Do you play Terry Bogard?
I mean, I play Terry Bogard in almost all games, but I have yet to actually get a hold of this game yet because this was during the time that I was going pretty hard in on several other games that had crappy netcode. But I definitely want to.
Whoa, Hellpockets dropped from the call. So anyway,
he got power guys out of call.
So oh no, and I'm gonna have to redo.
Shit.
You know what? I'm not redoing anything. All right, Pockets.
Well,
you just lost your video credentials. All right.
I didn't do anything.
Your screen moved. I'm not fixing that at all. So apparently Justin Wong held a tournament for Fighting EX Lair a week ago.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, language, young man, language. Yeah, that's good to hear. Oh, there you go. All right, you got video credentials back. Perfect. It's okay, everybody. Y'all didn't see that. I saw it, but Pockets dropped from the call because Discord. But yeah, a lot of people were looking forward to the game when it came out. They still play it. I know a good chunk of SNK heads who play this game, which is weird because they didn't play the original. They didn't play the EX series either. It's so strange, but I like it. And it has nothing to do with Terry Bogard either. They just played it. Who's handling this tournament?
Actually, yeah. Speaking of that tournament that Justin ran, one of our TOs, I believe, was top 4 in it.
What?
Yeah, Hidden Gem. Yeah, we'll be running it, and yeah, I believe actually another top 3 player in that tournament, K-Beast, might be helping out. I'm not sure, but
okay.
I know Hidden Gem is like the main TO behind it. doing the main drive for
Wh-
Fexel.
Was it Jimmy Bones that won that tournament?
Yeah, Jimmy Bones ended up winning it. Yeah.
All right, I thought so.
Mhm.
I glanced at chat and I saw the emotes. I'm like, this man won that tournament. Okay.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, kind of like you said, with Fexel, a lot of different communities, whether SNK, Street Fighter, kind of coalesced around this game. It's based on the old kind of Street Fighter EX series kind of engine and style. So it kind of has that retro kind of feel to it. With the way that things work. So a lot of different people kind of found the game and really fell in love with it. Myself included. I really like how the game, like, even before it got released, I was really hype about it. Unfortunately, kind of released at a time when a lot of different games were being released,
Mm.
so it kind of got eclipsed on that front. But the community themselves have been holding it down. Yeah, running tournaments. I've seen, yeah, a lot of online tournaments, like, here and there. Has like a side tournament status at different events. So yeah, real happy to see Hidden Gem. He was real excited to bring this to Anime Evo, and has been working really hard to rile up his players and get them down to throw down and show us what they got.
All right, cool. I was waiting on Hellpockets to say something, but he's sitting there drinking his beer. I see you, Pockets.
I'm not drinking a beer. I'm just making sure Discord doesn't hate on me again. I was just saying that I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but Terry looks amazing, not just visually, but mechanically. I've heard good things about him. So it might be time to check it out.
Mm-hmm. And we already went over the TO for this?
Yeah, that'll be Hidden Gem.
Hidden Gem, okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I had a work message pop up in the middle of this. I apologize, everyone. So next slide. What we got? Oh boy, I'm very familiar with this slide. So with this slide, I just want to say, Daryl knows this. Every time we bring him on to talk about Anime Evo, I ask him about one very specific game, and that game is called Breaker's Revenge. Okay, it's like, hey, when's Breaker's Revenge? And he's like, you gonna run it? I was like, no, I'm not gonna run it. And someone stepped up to run it, which is pretty cool. So let's start, from the left hand side. First game is Samurai Shodown 5 Special. This is quite possibly the most popular Samurai Shodown game to play, probably even more popular than the newest Samurai Shodown. It's got a very strong community worldwide. The community here in the U.S. has been getting bigger. East Coast has a very dedicated community, and I genuinely love watching what these guys have done over the past few months, past year or two actually. Because when this game first came out, it had a community, but it died off, and then it came back. I was like, whoa, what? And then everyone started playing it. Apparently, a lot of the people that I've seen that I know that play this game have only been playing for the past year or two, which is pretty cool. Like, they're all I don't want to say new, but newer, and I like that. And this is being handled mainly by Aru, the Evo top 8 commentator extraordinaire. Yeah, he's got some good plans for this. He's got himself a nice staff ready to help him out. Got himself some commentators. He's got everything. This man came with a plan, and I can't wait to see it executed. Any comments on this, fellas?
Unrelated to V Special, Rue is a friggin' beast. Like, when Samurai Showdown had that teaser JPEG of who's the character, who's this mystery DLC character coming out, Rue was a freaking lord.
He
calling out Warden. I was like, yo, how did you even?
So you guys don't understand how fast it was, okay? We're in a DM conversation, me, him, Pockets, and Abe, and I link it. I'm like, oh, hey guys, new character. Not even 30 seconds, boom. He's like, oh, it's this guy. I'm like, who the hell is this person? I'm like, who's that character?
I was like, I don't even know who this character is.
Yeah. And then he puts up a picture. I'm like, oh shit, and then he tweets it. I'm like, well, and then a bunch of people stole his tweet and
I was
didn't give him credit.
bruh, Like the moment he put it out there, an hour later, someone else had the exact same guess,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like,
he knew right away. And the funny thing about it is, Aru's also a For Honor player, or was. I don't know if you still play it, Aru, but he was into that game, and he's also into
definitely ready
Samurai
for it.
Showdown. So I'm like, you know what? He gets both of his worlds colliding into, not 5 special, unfortunately. But the new Sam show, which is good. I really like how that character looks, honestly. He seems fun. I haven't played him yet. I haven't played anything. Sorry, I just glanced at chat. But yeah, Aru's gonna be handling this with people, and I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing how it turns out. And then next game is we did hold 5 special one year. It was held by Fu. I believe it was 2 years ago, maybe 3.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years. Yeah, he did a good job with it. Unfortunately, didn't show up last year because everybody was focusing on New Samurai Showdown. So we just like, you know what? Let's let the new game shine. Let's not do 5 special for now. And hey, 5 special is back. Next game is Mark of the Wolves. This is being handled mainly by Nocturnal.
hey,
I don't know if any of you know who he is. He's this guy that I beat up a lot in Mark of the Wolves. No, he's
I hear that he didn't get first place. Y'all.
No,
yeah,
he
dude, I
didn't
was
get
gonna-
first place
he
last
fucking
year.
blew it.
So Nocturnal, last year, he got second place because he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna pick my main character. Let me just pick this. Let me pick this character. And he lost, and I commentated it the whole time, like, why isn't he picking Kane? What's wrong with him? And then it got so bad that his wife threatened to murder me if I kept insulting him. I love you both. Please don't hurt me. I won't insult you anymore. But yeah,
Is
this
he entering his own tournament though?
so both all of our TOs have the ability to enter their own tournaments if they so choose to do. I'm personally not a big fan of it myself because you are running a tournament and playing at the same time. If you have a good staff that can help you do everything, go for it. But if it's just you running it, like Chris, you saw what I used to do at Super Arcade, where
Yeah.
I would run the tournament, I would commentate the tournament, I would stream the tournament, and I would do everything. If I entered that, which I did sometimes, that would be stupid.
Yep.
Yeah? And so those few times where I was stupid, the tournaments didn't really go so well. I commentated myself winning the tournaments multiple times, which was really
Like
dumb.
3 in
of
the
me, but
morning.
whatever. Yeah, 3 in the morning.
Been there.
But yeah, all the TOs, it's up to their discretion. They can enter if they want. And yes, both 5 Special and Mark of the Wolves will be held on the Code Mystics version of the games. The new Samurai Showdown Neo Geo collection, unfortunately, doesn't have the same caliber online as the Code Mystics Samurai Showdown 5 Special. These games, both of these games are just amazing online. Like, I think was it Sagejam that put out a list of like good games with good online, and like these two were top caliber with like KI, Fighting Herds, and something else. I forgot. But they both play very well. Now, give me a second, everybody. Hi, baby, come here. Good night. Hugs, kisses, good night. Sorry, y'all get to hear this, but you can't see it. She got a mustache. This is adorable. Love you. Anyway. Yeah, this is Mark of the Wolves' 3rd year, I believe.
We've been doing it that long, dude.
I think
been,
so.
It's been a flash.
It might be the 4th year. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 3. Maybe. Yeah, it could be 4. Man, time flies.
Yeah, it's a 3rd year. Okay, it's a 3rd year. It's been something that so we used to hold Mark of the Wolves tournaments like way back in the early days of Evo, like 2003, 4ish until 08 was the last one that I held. Since then, I've a tag team with people. I always try to tag team with TOs. Don't call me. Someone's calling me. Fuck you. So someone that's in stream is trying to call me. Don't do that shit. Basically, Knock and I have been around a long time. For the SNK community, he and I have been the ones running most of the Mark of the Wolves tournaments. We try to encourage people to continue to play the game, and it's been doing great, especially in different regions. Like right now, Latin America, they have been doing, again, like I said earlier, they've been doing an amazing job with these games. And Mark of the Wolves is one of the games they've been putting in a whole ton of work and it's great to see because like you see their players, you see their growth, and you see exactly like where they're going with it, and they genuinely love this game. And it's unfortunate that all of us can't even like post pandemic, we can't get together because how far everyone is, but we would all love to play each other. Nocturnal, good guy. He's kind of a good player too, you know. But yeah, last game, Breaker's Revenge, which
That's my boy right there. My boy.
let's go,
show.
That's your show. That's your show. Okay, I got you.
Show time.
Okay. Yeah, Breaker's Revenge. Huge fan favorite. Everyone who plays this game loves it. But the last time a tournament was held for it at EVO was 2008. Right? Was it? No, 07, sorry. 2007 was the last tournament for Breaker's Revenge at EVO. It was the biggest US Breaker's Revenge tournament ever. And I was hoping that Combo Breaker was going to topple that because it was like 48, I think it was. I still have the bracket here somewhere. It was 44 to 48. It was around there somewhere. But Combo Breaker, I was hoping would topple that, and now I'm hoping AnimEvo topples that. Even though it's online, that's fine. It'll still be good. Everybody loves Breakers. We've got what is it? I believe Poverty Maniacs. They hold Breakers tournaments. They're out of Texas, and they do a really good job with it. It's a very easy game to play. Simple pickup, do your thing. Don't pick Show. Don't pick Tia. Don't pick Saizo. You'll do an amazing job. Okay.
I can't pick Saizo?
No.
Bird Frog.
Well, you can pick the Bird Frog, but you can't pick Saizo. All right.
I'll go with who's that? Dowlon? I'll go with that.
Yeah, Dowlon works. I'm lying, everybody. You can pick whoever you want.
I'll play Condor. Condor's cool.
Yeah, Condor's sick. You should talk to Hanzo Gonzo about Condor. He loves Condor. I want all of you right
Condor's
now.
tight.
It's still on archive somewhere. The rage quit.
Everyone, go on Twitter.com and go talk to go at Hanzo Gonzo. Ask him how much he loves Condor in Breaker's Revenge. Okay, please do that. And this is being held by Aggro Crag. He is Santa Barbara guy. Held what was this? SB Cast or KO Cast? Sorry, KO Cast. Held a lot of locals in that area and is very dedicated to original hardware. The real plan was the in-person plan was to use super guns and run it on run it on MVS cart. Would have been great. Like he has his own stuff. I was talking to people in Vegas trying to get our stuff from there too, trying to make it happen, but pandemic.
COVID.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Again, this is a very easy game to pick up and play. Out of all three of these games, this is the easiest. You can legitimately learn a character in 5 minutes.
If you have any experience in fighting games in general, you'll walk into Breakers, just hit buttons and be like, why does everything go into everything else? And there's so much freedom in that. You're like, I can do stuff with it.
Yeah, definitely. I learned Breakers is like one of the favorite AnimEVO suite. Like after everything's over, we have a suite. Breakers is like one of the favorites there. It's always there. There's always a good group of folks playing. And then one time I was like, okay, let me finally sit down and learn this game, right? And 5 minutes later, bam, I was good. Like I was.
As long as you know how to do Bird Frog, you're fine.
Yeah,
So
you got the homies, and they just lock down neutral for you.
So again, 5 special Mark of the Wolves. They're going to be held on the Code Mystics version on Steam, and Breaker's Revenge right now. It's going to be on. We're hoping that the new Fightcade, which is ridiculously good. I have not tried it, but the fact that I have BBH and Ghost Pilot, Louisiana to Oregon, playing each other, saying that it's just like sitting next to we're sitting next to each other. If that makes it into public way instead of being in beta, we will be holding Breakers on that. For right now, we'll just say it's gonna be on one of the Fightcades or Red GGPO. I forgot which one, to be honest with you. But I'm helping out with all 3 of these games as well. I am not entering any of these games, and I know I'm sorry. I'm not there to win all 3 games, everybody. I apologize, but I gotta let Knock at least make up for last year's loss and try to win.
Say, he has to redeem himself.
This is his redemption year, okay?
Saying that Knock brought shame to the family.
Yes. to my family. He knows what he did. Um. Oh, Knock is not gonna enter either. Oh well.
Oh, he's not. Oh
Well,
wow, the duck.
Oh,
well.
dang.
But yeah, I'll be streaming all these games, or I believe all these games. I still need to confirm with Breaker's Revenge, but I'm gonna be handling the streams for them. The initial plan was to do some of these regionally, but it is genuinely a lot of work and effort with doing it that way. And yeah, we did have a crew, kind of not a whole crew, but people to help out in different regions. But it's hard. Okay, very hard. Sorry, everybody. My fault. My fault. All right. Next tournament. Next thing. Oh, round 2. What's round 2? Ooh.
Oh wait.
Oh.
So before.
Oh.
All right. So like those all those previous slides, we've actually announced them in the beginning of the month. So
Yeah.
this next slide is actually all of the games that were entered during that period of we're accepting more games.
What?
So,
Okay.
Woo,
Hold on.
wait.
So
These are new to everybody.
yeah. So all right. I'm familiar with Windjammers. I'm currently wearing a Windjammers tank top. And yeah, everyone loves the flying power disc. This is what, 3rd year or 2nd?
Third?
I forgot.
3rd year. Yeah, I believe it's the 3rd year.
Okay, so last year was pretty big. I think we got Austin Creed to come commentate it with our people, if I remember right.
I think that was the first year.
Oh, that was the first year. Okay.
I want to say it was the first year that Xavier Woods and I want to say Frankie were on mic for that one.
Okay. And yeah,
And
Windjammers.
speaking of Frankie, actually, speaking of Frankie, anyways, like he's the one that stepped up and be like, "Yo, where's Windjammers? We've been on the AnimEvo like ticket for so long, and to be suddenly like left out of the initial lineup reveal." He brought a squad of homies to like help out with Windjammers this year. So I'm super glad that we're able to reconnect with that community. And I've always been impressed working with them over the past like 2 years. I don't see any problems with them continuing their community efforts going into this year. So I'm super happy they got on board again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, shout outs to the Windjammers community. Like we said, when they first came on board with AnimEvo 2 years ago, even back then, they brought on a whole squad of folks, and they really ran a big show. I believe I think every year they're our biggest entered tournament, in terms of numbers, and they run a great show. These past 2 years on the offline events. This 3rd year, one of the main commentators, Frankie, for those of y'all who aren't familiar, you're probably familiar with the person who's really loud about Windjammers on the megaphone. That's that
Yep.
dude. Yeah. So he stepped up this year and he was like, I wanna run it off online. So yeah, shout outs to Frankie. Again, like Daryl said, brought a huge team. And yeah, I'm sure they're gonna knock it out of the park this year again.
Oh, one more story about Frankie, really quick. That guy has guts. He straight up said, like, what, last year he put a bounty on Xavier Woods' head. If you're able to knock him into losers and knock him out of the tournament, you're able, like, he'll put like a price on that. And
Damn.
a lot of people was after that. I was like, yo, that's baller. That's how you make your tournament hype at the
That's
local
also how they
event.
found out that Austin Creed was real at that shit.
yeah, for real, dude. He blew up one of our homies in NorCal. Like Austin, like Austin was down. Like I want to say like 1-0, and like on match point, and he just rallied back, and like he popped off so hard. Everybody in the BYOC knew about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you ain't taking this money. It's my game.
Damn.
Oh, go off. Get that. Go off. This is where it's at. Yeah, I'm always hyped for Windjammers.
Yeah, I think most people are, like, whether they like to admit it or not. It's just a fun game to watch and play. Like, I don't play it much myself anymore, but I always enjoy watching it. And what's our next game?
There's a question mark.
So this is White and Black. I can't pronounce that.
This is Weiss Schwartz.
Weiss Schwartz. Okay, there you go.
All right. So this is actually something from my neck of the woods. So Rush Wars is a trading card game by Bushiroad. If you know anything about Bushiroad, other properties happen to be other card games like Vanguard, Card Fight Vanguard, and Buddy Fight. Or there could also be tied to NJPW because like if you ever watch New Japan Pro Wrestling and you see the advertisements around the ring, they're all Bushiroad logos, and this is one of their offshoots. So yeah, this is a TCG. I've been working with Wish Wars podcaster Katori JP and his Burn One channel on YouTube. And like I was watching their podcast, they were like, "Oh, yo, I love what you do on on AnimEvo. If we can like play Wish Wars again, that'd be great." And I was like, "Oh, let me go talk to this guy. We can actually make this work." So yeah, one of the things I've always wanted to do is play card games at tournaments. The problem is though, running card games at any like even at your local like card game shop, this can be an all day affair. Luckily, we have all day to make this tournament work. So I'm super happy to get Weiss Wars on board this year because this is definitely a game that I've been playing at my local game store for like hella years now, and I'm super down for this.
Okay. I wish that I had your face on screen for that because the amount of joy while you're saying all this, I'm like, man, he is so happy. Look at him. I like it. Okay.
Like honestly, at every tournament, I bring a deck just in case I see somebody. Like I know Julian shows up, like Beautiful Dude shows up to every tournament with Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I'm the same thing with Weiss Wars.
Okay. And which one? Oh wait. Oh, this is cross tag. Okay, I was like, wait, didn't we already have a Blaze Blue game? All right, so we got cross tag, and it was an Evo. It was an Evo last year.
This year.
And
Evo Japan this year.
Yeah, in Evo Japan this year. Yeah. So this is first time it's going to be here with AnimEvo. I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's actually correct.
I love the concept. I've never played cross tag, but I like the concept. I've watched enough matches to see how fast the game goes and love it. They put in tank like.
Yes, they did.
That's all. You know, if I wanted to play just because of that. But who do we have handling this?
This will be Raph TX.
Oh, the commentator.
Hey.
What? We have commentators running games. Pockets. What's wrong with you? Why this man is leading by example. You should do the same thing.
All right. If anybody wants to play KOF 11, you talk to me next year.
Oh.
Ooh, 11, yo.
You know,
11. You trying to get your arms broken again, bro?
I want to say really quick that while I bring up Breaker's Revenge every year, Pockets brings up KOF 11 most years, and now he's saying he's gonna do it.
I might do
hold
it.
you to that, man.
All right.
We'll be waiting for your application.
I want you guys. Actually, no. I'm not promising anything, but regardless of that, there's always been a piece of me in AnimEvo, at least for the last 3 years, because the KOF 14 setup damn sure used my computer and my audio equipment till goddamn 12 midnight. 2 hours past when they were supposed to end. After I spent an entire 10 hours commentating.
Well, you know, you were
I couldn't
commentating
leave
most
the
of the
venue.
time, so it's fine.
I've sacrificed for AnimEvo, I'm just saying. I've been there. I've been there right there with you guys.
So I'm sorry about that, everybody. That was me. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Really popular game. Was the last? Oh, I was gonna say the last tournament I saw for it was Arc Revo, but it was actually Evo Japan. I was there for both of them. It was nice. The game still gets played, from what I've seen. Hagure, do you know more about the scene in the community for it right now?
Yeah, definitely been, you know, especially with Arc System Works, like kind of recent releases, it's kind of been, you know, overshadowed, especially by Grand Blue. But yeah, the scene itself has been, you know, holding it down. You know, a lot of the game itself is like real fast paced. If you're not familiar with it, it's, you know, it's very Marvel-esque, right? It's a tag team game where you got 2v2, and like Gibby said earlier, it goes by real quick, real fast and furious. I believe that, and then they had the last update with the new characters. They had the Shinobi Versus character put in there. So the Shinobi Versus, the tank. Who else am I missing? A couple Persona characters and stuff. But yeah, it's just a real fun game to watch. Like it's one of my favorite out of the newer generation games. just because it's like so fast. You know, as a Marvel player myself, you know, I
Hmm.
really enjoy that kind of like those scramble situations that really pop up in the game. But yeah, Raph came to us, wanted to run it. And then also another streamer from SoCal, Guzman. You know, he was really hyped. He actually introduced us, or he applied to run this game pretty early on. But you know, as kind of like a really big title, you know, we were like, okay, you know, let's make sure that we got a squad to support it and enough people to really, you know, make sure that we run it the best that we can. And yeah, some more people signed up, and then yeah, they all got to talking together, and they were like, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, definitely shout outs to everyone over there, and really personally really excited to see this game as a part of our lineup. I know it was a really big question mark, you know, this year, even before the online switch, what was going to happen with the BB Tag community. So yeah, really glad to see him come through this year.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that so it's not an Evo proper anymore. I'm glad that we can pick it up, put it in AnimEvo. It's really nice because hey, we do this for the community, everybody.
Definitely, it's all
And
about the love.
yep,
It's in
Oh,
our
yeah.
logo.
yep. And this last game on the slide, Fantasy Strike. This is a new.
This is Walkman's game, dude.
Yeah. I really wish Walkman was here. I want to make a Walkman joke, but I can't right now because he's not here.
Dude,
But
it's not even a joke. No joke. He legit beat the developer of this game.
he did.
The
After
developer of the game, and he beat Reynolds.
who cares if he beat Reynolds? He beat the dev. He beat the dev after the dev signed a copy of a book for him on his birthday. That was his birthday present. He beat the dev to Fantasy Strike. That was his birthday present. That was sick.
People are asking who the dev is.
Oh boy, it's David Serlin.
David Serlin.
David Serlin, Alpha 2 legend, David Serlin.
Oh, strong, my man.
Yeah, I was gonna say Crouch Strong Serlin. Y'all know Serlin. But yeah, I see a lot of people say a lot of positive things about Fantasy Strike. I've never played it myself. I've watched it. It seems okay, but I don't like the whole. I don't like the way the life bar works. I don't like it personally. It's not a bad game. It's just not something for me. I do like Time Stop Slayer. I don't know his name.
Geiger. Yeah.
Geiger. There you go.
Here, yeah.
No. Stop Slayer is actually two different things. There's Time Stop Guile, and there's like Slayer. There's like another character that acts like Slayer.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, so Time Stop Guile, his name is Geiger, and then oh god, what's the Slayer? What's the Slayer character? What's the vampire dude's name? Mained that fool for a hot second too before I changed him up. Yeah, dude, like Slayer, that fool had C Viper Kick in one alpha build, and I know me and one of my homies was like bodying fools with that Viper Kick on cross up, because then you could get this combo off, and you will like destroy 3 hits off like somebody's life bar, and
DeGray
in
is
Fantasy Strike
Slayer?
that's a lot. Gray, yeah, that's
Oh,
his
Yeah,
name.
D-Gray.
Gray.
Okay, I was saying D-Gray. All right. I'll have to
Yeah.
go check
And
it
that
out.
fool is super fun too, because he has a super counter, and actually in that game, like counter supers are mad good.
Okay.
Yeah, Fantasy Strike is actually kind of fun. I have it. I play it from time to time.
Mhm.
It's really accessible because like you just hit buttons. On it. Like as long as you have an idea of what spacing is, like yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
Fantasy
Uh,
Strike's cool. It also has rollback, I believe.
Yo.
Yeah, it does. From what I was told.
Alright, cool. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, I was told it has it. I don't know a whole lot about the game. Could someone confirm in chat with us that it has crossplay and rollback?
Crossplay and
Look at that.
rollback.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, crossplay. Let's go.
Yeah, so actually, this game will be running. Yeah, because of the crossplay, it will be running. Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, "Wait, are you sure? Which platform is it? What? PS4, Switch, and Steam? Like, dang. Okay, so yeah, because of the crossplay and because of the netcode, like, yeah, it apparently runs really good. So, yeah, definitely shout outs to the Fantasy Strike team. And that's another one of our games that's getting some really good dev integration with the tournament. So Yeah, shout outs to Thy Pirate King and Safety Man for bringing this to us and yeah, running it.
That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Crossplay across all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
What?
Hmm,
It was
okay.
like a mobile game at first, right?
I don't know.
I feel like that was
Fantasy
like a.
Strike? So
Fantasy
Fantasy
Strike?
Strike, it's like an offshoot of like another Sterling product called Yomi, which is like a card
Oh,
game.
I remember
It's
Yomi.
actually a really good card game. It's a as a Schwarzbet player and longtime like I don't know Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic player. Like Yomi is probably the closest thing to a fighting game in card game form, and I'm like, all right, cool. So they take a lot of characters from that and put them into Fantasy Strike, and yeah, it's actually like pretty cool lore wise, to be honest.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
Chess too.
Yeah, I just saw the same thing. I started
true.
laughing.
Uh,
Look,
pretty
we're talking about Fantasy Strike, and you just mentioned Chess 2.
I just
Lord
Googled it
Walkman,
too.
Lord Walkman is not here right now. Okay, please don't do this. You need to direct those questions to him. All right?
Like I know chess is popping off in Twitch right now.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
think
what
the
happened.
next logical step.
All these people that have told me that chess is dumb, chess is bad, they're just playing chess now. It's so strange. I like it, but you know, whatever. It's cool. It's cool seeing people get into it. All right. So, anything else before we move on to the next slide?
Nah, yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, definitely, yeah. Go ahead and run it.
All right. So, this is the final lineup for AnimEVO Online.
I was
20...
way off.
You were very off. Extremely off. What is it, like 2, 4, 6,
Chris,
8, 10,
Chris.
12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 23 games? Is that right?
23.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very- yeah. Like this there's a lot there's a lot that can happen, but like time and number of people and all that stuff all coalesce into like a lot of time to be like invested, and sometimes we're all just tired. Like I know me. I know myself and Hagure, like we're mad tired, and we're trying to take it relatively easy this year.
I just thought
20
about
something
it.
games is still a lot. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, when I said it, I was like, wait, there's probably not even 67 fighting games with online.
Good online.
Yeah,
good online, yeah.
So put that in.
Yeah, definitely. That was a lot of part of our consideration regarding our lineup, especially with some of the games that we already had confirmed staff were the offline event, especially like the puzzle games. Notably, I know the Puyo scene was really, kind of sad that it wasn't on the lineup this year with the online event. But that's just because there's no spectator. They kind of have a weird workaround where you play 4-player mode and then one player kills himself off immediately, but then there's a lot of debate as to whether that actually affects the gameplay, with the whole like drop with the garbage and stuff. So we had to cut that one off, and that's kind of been the story for a lot of the games that we normally have like every year to year. What's another one? Aquapaza. Their online is really rough, right? That's a game that we've had since the beginning every year. But yeah, the TOs talked about it, and they were just like, yeah, this is not going to be a fun tournament to run online. So yeah, that was a really unfortunate kind of drops right there. But in the names to have like a good tournament, right? Like you don't want to be suffering through these tournaments. You want to be having fun.
Mhm.
So yeah,
sure.
so that definitely informed our lineup on a lot of things.
Yeah. There were quite a few games that we kind of had to get rid of, or just like, no, unfortunately. And it's not that like, oh, we don't want to run these games. It's just we don't want the experience for the players to be bad, because, I run plenty of online tournaments. Hagure helps me run some of them as well, and you run your own online tournaments too, right, Hagure?
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Yep, been doing it for a while now.
One of the problems with online tournaments is no matter how well it's ran, no matter how good of a tournament it is, if the online happens to ruin something, drop, laggy, anything, instantly the event is garbage. This tournament sucks. These TOs are stupid. So try to avoid things like that. That's why we try to get as many rollback games in here as possible. All of our TOs do good work. and they're gonna be putting in a lot of time and effort into this. So please don't let the online to any of these games affect how you know, talk about Anime Evo, or even Evo proper if you enter it. As the nature of, you know what you're getting into when you're playing online. It'll never be perfect. No matter how good the online is or the netcode is, it will never be perfect. So just be aware of what you're getting yourself into. It's gonna be fun with, you know, some stuttering here and there, some rollback here and there, maybe a drop or two, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. No Tetris 99 at Anime. No Tetris 99.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that one, y'all.
Yeah. So, again, this is the final list here on screen. One of y'all want to go through it?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
So yeah. So starting from the top left, we got Guilty Gear. Hashtag reload. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I swear, man.
CFG is gonna be hella bad. But yeah, following up, we got the other Guilty Gear, the old school Guilty Gear. We got Plus R, AC Plus R. Followed by Blaze Blue Central Fiction, another classic. Shout out to Chigzama. Cross Tag Battle. Probably, I think that's the newest game on our lineup, I believe. Well, besides, I think maybe like Kyanta, like the
Yeah, I was
newer.
gonna say maybe
Mahjong Soul?
Yeah, yeah. But definitely, yeah. I'm real happy to have that one on the lineup. Got DFCI, Dengeki Bunko, Samurai Showdown 5 SP, Garo, Mark of the Wolves, Breaker's Revenge.
Yeah.
You asked for it, Gibby. Fighting EX Layer, Mahjong Soul, Windjammers, Fantasy Strike, Vampire Savior, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future, Million Arthur Arcana Blood, Toho Hiso Tensoku, Umineko, Golden Fantasia, Nitro Plus Blasters, Melty Blood, Actress Again, Current Code, Eternal Fighter Zero Memorial, Ultra Fight Dakyanta 2, Fight of Animals, and finally Weiss Schwartz.
All right.
That's still a pretty damn good lineup.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. I like it. I'm gonna watch as much of it as I can. And speaking of that, how much info do we have on all this stuff, folks?
So, like, additional info that people might want to know is we are planning on holding, like, even though there's 23 games on this lineup right now, there's many games with multiple tournaments catered towards different regions. We're damn near like 32 tournaments that we're trying to run, or somewhere in the mid 30s of like total tournaments that we're trying to run. Good thing is we saw what Evo proper is doing with their online tournament, and we're like, yeah, splitting up all of our tournaments across multiple weekends sounds like a good idea. So we are planning on taking 4 weekends in the month of August to run all these tournaments. So it's not going to be one gigantic, like, multi-Twitch thing that you guys have to like cobble together. So like every weekend there's about every weekend there's going to be about like five to seven tournaments happening, and then new game get featured, all that stuff. And we're going to have a lot of streamers. We have a lot of streamers already lined up to showcase all these games, and yeah, it's that's going to be pretty epic.
Yeah, so yeah, again, we'll be running it in the month of August. We won't be overlapping with mainstream Evo. So yeah, if you're entered in any of the main Evo events, you don't have to worry about, jump into from game to game, from stream to stream and all that. So you can concentrate on those games, and during the month of July, and then once August comes around, you can come over to AnimEVO and then play some of our games. When it comes to the exact schedule, that is to be determined. We had actually like a really big scheduling kind of meeting just a couple days ago, and we've got it pretty much hammered out. We're just putting the final touches on it, and we're looking to launch the schedule, registration, and the website and all that sometime next week. So yeah, stay tuned to the AnimEvo Twitter. Again, AnimEvo or anime_evo on Twitter, and then we'll be sure to make our announcements there for when everything is live and thriving. And yeah, again, yeah, the streams will be coming from multiple streams, multiple staff members who have really stepped up to just like we do every year. Like we got so many real cool folks who put it down for their communities to stream these events. So yeah, we'll make sure to have all of that information laid out to you. And yeah, most of these games will be free to enter. Some of the games will have paid entry. I think it's only like maybe 3 or 4 games that decided that they wanted to have player pots. But even then, I believe the highest entry amount is maybe $5, I think. So still pretty. And we understand that this is a online event, kind of like what Gibby was saying. Like there can be a lot of stutters here that can affect the tournament itself. So we don't want to put like no high stakes matches on here. So yeah, so you don't got to worry about that. But yeah, I believe it's gonna be a really cool month of tournaments we have. Every weekend there'll be some really cool games to check out, and we'll try to do our best to highlight them and run them very well. When it comes to actually running the event, we'll also be opening up a Discord, where we'll be, much like a lot of these other online tournaments, we'll have a player Discord where we'll be communicating with our players, calling matches, reporting scores, all that good stuff. So that will also be opened up alongside registration when that comes out next week.
Okay. Also, registration is
They're
opening
killing
next week.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Again, we're trying to finish all the finishing touches, make sure that we launch with everything correct. Yeah, a lot of people have been working really hard trying to get everything together. Especially dealing with all these different time zones worldwide, and just really trying to make sure that we got everything on lock. So there's no confusion. No kind of like changes halfway. Because we don't want to have that kind of confusion.
I like it.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with me in showing you the appreciation for stepping up to the plate to continue flying the flag of AnimEvo in this time. You guys are killing it. Really proud of you guys and proud of what your staff and the communities attached to them have been able to accomplish, and I'm looking forward to this.
Harry, why didn't we take this year off, dude? We were supposed to become Marvel 2 Invitational Champions at
Right?
EVO,
Oh
bro.
man, yeah.
This was supposed to be the year we learned how to play other games.
Yeah, that's a good question, but the love is too strong, man. What can I say?
I'm 3 hearts. Why did we pick that look? It was too good. It's too strong.
Because we love. That's why. We love the community, everybody. So normally we open this up to Q&A after we're done, but we've been going for we went over our allotted time. So guys, anything y'all want to close out with? All right.
Are we doing another show here? I actually don't know.
I mean,
Did you have anything else?
Oh, okay, I see that. All right.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. This
Was my guess a little closer than I thought, huh?
no more games are going to be announced, everybody. Okay.
No more games.
Just throwing that out there. This is the final lineup. Yeah, so we're basically waiting on Evo to finish. Once Evo proper finishes, we're going to do our thing. Normally we do it, within Evo, but, we can't really go up against Evo. That'd be dumb and disrespectful. So we wanted to wait. And, yeah, save your August if you plan on entering anything. And, yeah, we'll have, you said, full schedule up by next week, Hagure?
yeah.
Okay. That'll be cool. Yeah, I guess since no one wanted to close out with anything, I'd like to thank. Whoa, sorry. Oh, it's 8:30. Yeah, so sorry. 8:30 is when all the fireworks start outside. So I'd like to thank all of our guests for showing up tonight. AnimEvo was an amazing guest. DJ Cream was a great guest. Hagure was a great guest. Hellpockets. Great to see the back of your head. It's been
It's the back of my head. This is the new angle, man.
been
It's
amazing.
artistic.
Yeah, be sure to follow everybody. Hagure at Hagure, Daryl at Darylbunao, Hellpockets at Hellpockets, me, I'm at Manchest, and AnimEvo at anime_evo. That's where you're gonna get all of your AnimEvo updates. So be sure to follow that. And you know what? Don't follow Hellpockets. You just try to interrupt me. What'd you say, Pockets?
I didn't what? I've been.
Yeah, thanks for having us, y'all. It's always a pleasure to come up on here.
Mm-hmm. And again, I apologize for the last show that didn't happen. But I'll make it up to you guys. I will buy you guys a whole bootlegger convention next NCR in 3 years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next CR then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, everybody. From all of us here at Super Desperation Radio and AnimEvo, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great night. Be safe out there and take it easy. Peace.